We are just, we are embracing the cheater boy lifestyle right now. And I'm still, I'm made unnervous by one leaky boy. That's it. So in recording the last 2 episodes, I have learned 2 very specific things. One, the Petite Cup is easier than I remember. Like, a lot easier. And the second one, you guys really like Caterpie. What is up with that? But finally, it is time for my favorite cup, my favorite format in all of Pokemon Stadium. Honestly, it might be my favorite in Pokemon period. And I don't know why, but it's always been that way. I've loved the Pika Cup ever since I was a kid. And I think the reason why is because the creativity that has to go into it. So in the Pika Cup is levels 15 through 20. Which, that's fine in and of itself. You can get plenty of Pokemon between levels 15 and 20. But the only Pokemon that you can't use is Mew. I think Mewtwo is supposed to be in here as well. I don't believe you can use Mewtwo either. But they're Pokemon that, you don't worry about anyway. You can't normally get Mew. Mewtwo you can't get at that level anyway. Everyone else is wide open though. And the thing that's the most fascinating about this is in the original Red, Blue, and Yellow, when Pokemon Stadium 1 came out, there was a fair amount of Pokemon that you get between levels 15 and 20 if you were creative with trading between games, trading for certain Pokemon, trade back from Yellow to Red and Blue and you do a trade that's only in that game, trade up to Yellow and you do a trade that's only in that game. You could get a lot of Pokemon, but there were plenty of very valuable Pokemon that you couldn't normally get between levels 15 and 20. Stuff like Snorlax, Aerodactyl, Gengar, Magneton. There was a lot that you were unable to get in just Red, Blue, and Yellow. However, when Gold and Silver came out, the idea of trade backs was a thing. Because you get Pokemon in Gold and Silver that you couldn't get in Red, Blue, and Yellow at certain levels, which meant that you could trade back to the original games and have these Pokemon at much lower levels than you were normally used to. Like, you can get Vileplume at 15 when normally it wasn't even available below level 21 in the game. You had access to, the Haunter and Crystal at level 15, so you could have yourself a level 15 Gengar if you want. You could get Aerodactyl, you could get Snorlax. It opened the game wide up in regards to what you could use in the Pika Cup. And down here is a list of all the Pokemon that are not eligible. There's only 11 Pokemon that are not eligible when you account for trade backs. And it's all really obvious stuff. They're Pokemon that obviously evolve at a much, much higher level than, level 20. Or it's Pokemon like the legendary birds, which you weren't going to have any of those anyway. But the fact is, every Pokemon other than Mewtwo and Mew is eligible. Which means that we're going to have every Pokemon other than Mewtwo and Mew eligible for the sake of picking a random team for Metronome. You know what? The game has screwed with me enough. I'm ready to screw with the game. Oh, this is going to be so good. I can already read the comments now. Oh, they're cheating. We can't have cheaters in our Pokemans. You know what? I don't even care. If I want to use my Venusaur at level 15, I'm damn well going to use my Venusaur at level 15. I'm probably not going to be using this team for long because looking at it, it's pretty trash. And Pika Cup is notorious for some bullshit. I don't think this one's going to last long, but I'm going to enjoy it while it's here. I got to admit, some of the Pokemon that are in here, yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, look at that. 73 HP on Vaporeon at level 15. 47 special. Vaporeon's a monster in the Pika Cup in Gen 1. The Venusaur. Look at this Venusaur. 38 speed. 38, 58 defenses, 44 special. That boy good. But good. Like, even Venomoth actually is Venomoth the fastest thing on our team? Venomoth is the fastest thing on our team with a speed of 41. Like, for being at level 15, these Pokemon are, honestly, they're pretty good. The problem that I have with this team is the balance of it. Like, see, we're coming into the first battle, and they've already got evolved Pokemon. You've got Butterfree, and you've got Nidorina, which, like, they're not too much to worry about as far as what they've got in the game, but the fact that they're actually bringing evolved Pokemon to the very first battle in the Cup means it means they're ready to go in. And by the time we get to the last battles in this round, if you're unfamiliar, it gets wild. It gets wild. Like, the Pokemon themselves, like, they're Pokemon you not only don't expect to see, but they're Pokemon that are just, it's ridiculous. Of all the trainers that I've hated in this game, like, consistently, the Fisherman, who's the last trainer that you have to beat in Pika Cup, like, they top my list. If they don't top my list, then they're only right behind the cool trainer from Prime Cup. And y'all know why I don't like the cool trainer from Prime Cup. If you don't, you need to go back and you need to watch the past, like, 15 episodes or something like that. Just trust me. Can I talk about how much I love the music in this game? I might have mentioned in the last video. I don't know if I edited it out, but I know I was talking about it. Like, the background music in this game is so good. Like, it's great battle music. You just get you get pumped about it. And, like, this is just fun. I can get down to this. It's really enjoyable. I don't know what it is about Stadium, but whoever wrote the music for the Stadium games has a knack for just really being on it. Like, look at how bulky Vaporeon is. Every one of the evolutions, like, in this cup, has a place. Vaporeon, though, might be the best just because it can eat up such an insane amount of punishment. Like, it would probably be the best water type if it wasn't possible to get stuff like Lapras and Gyarados. Like, those are dummy good in this cup. Now that I think about it, there's just so many good water types in this cup. Like, what? Why does the water type have to be so stacked? I know it's, you know, kind of a, you know, a play on the world sort of thing. Like, yeah, water is everywhere. There's a lot of water, therefore there's a lot of water type Pokemon. But the number of high quality water types they had in Gen 1 is filthy. And I guarantee, by the time we're done with this, you will know why every single one of them is just busted as hell in this cup. Off to a good start, though. Like, this right here is a prime example of the problem that I have with this team. Like, there's plenty of good Pokemon that we've got. But this lad, this boy right here, has a Pidgeotto and a Farfetch'd. And it walks through half my team. I have a Venusaur, a Pokemon that should not be here by any rights. And I'm still worried that's going to get beaten by a Farfetch'd. Your boy Chiding is gonna come out here. Your boy Ducks, depending on where you come from. To me, it's Ducks. This is back in the day. This is Gen 1. I don't know what y'all talking about. I mean, you can call it Chiding if you want to. That's fine. But boy, it's Ducks. And you can't convince me otherwise. The problem is I'm kinda actually... I have to be careful with what I bring. Like, I voluntarily decided to bring Coughing. Just so that way, if for some reason Vaporeon drops, which, look at that damage. That's nothing. It just eats it up. It's delicious. Very tasty. Like, if I didn't want Venusaur to get screen time, I would just stay out here and it would be a fight. Vaporeon would be going in. But I brought Coughing just in case. Like, I wish it was better. I wish half my team wasn't grass types. I wish a fire type like, I don't know, what would even come in? Like, there might be a guy with a Magmar somewhere in here. I don't know. Flareon is terrifying. Charmeleon is terrifying. Stuff like that. I shouldn't... see, look, it's Farfetch'd. I shouldn't feel uncomfortable with Farfetch'd. I mean, y'all already know this. We are screwing the rules of this game. We are just... we are embracing the cheater boy lifestyle right now. And I'm still... I'm made unnervous by one leaky boy. That's it. Who really wins? A bunch of hacked Pokemon or one leaky boy? Well, it's not a leaky boy anymore. So there you go. All for nothing. Oh, that's actually gross. That's... oh my god, Venusaur is disgusting. I'm so glad that you actually can't get these Pokemon normally. Like, could you imagine just running up on this entire cup with, like, Blastoise and Dragonite? Can you imagine going in that hard? That you got these beastly fully evolved Pokemon walking in like, hey, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Can you imagine that? I'm glad to be using them here, but if they could be used in the actual cup, in the actual game, there would be a very serious problem. Honestly, though, this cup is really cool because it makes a lot of Pokemon viable that you wouldn't actually think of as viable Pokemon. Like Parasect. Parasect actually has, you know, a pretty decent place in this cup just by virtue of being an evolved Pokemon that you can get at a low enough level to use. Of course, the busted stuff is still really busted. Like, you come in here with Gengar, or Alakazam, or Snorlax, and it's just, it's gross. It's very, very clear what's really, really strong. But there's enough in here that you could probably come into this cup with just about anything you wanted, and it's not honestly gonna be that bad of a choice. What'll it do? Which it makes it fun. Like, this is the kind of metagame right here that I wish I had friends who were into it as well, so we can just be like, hey, let's just slap together some teams and let's just mess around. Let's mess around with, you know, some Pika Cup games, just because we can.
Falling asleep is going to make this a one-sided fight.
Implying that it wasn't already pretty one-sided in the first place. I mean, I get off a free attack. I don't care. That's still something
Fireworks are
to me.
flying in this battle.
Fact is, it's 3-2. Even if I've got a, even if my team is kind of weakened, it's still such a strong team as it is.
Much damage.
Like, we're sitting here, we're eating up hits. Metronome rules are, they're actually not that bad right now. Like, I'm not griping. I'm not throwing a fit. The game isn't cheating me yet.
What'll it do?
Always yet. Like, I saved this so that I could enjoy it, and that is exactly what's happening. I'm actually having fun right now with Metronome Pokemon Stadium. I haven't said that maybe ever.
What's that?
I think I might actually have to go back and see if I have said this at any point during the series, that I was having fun.
What a furious battle.
But I am now. And it's making it a lot easier to do this commentary in larger blocks. It's great. I love it. Wow. Good enough. Good enough for me. Like, I'm -3 speed from Bubble Beam. In the past, like, 4 Bubble Beams, he's dropped my speed 3 times. If this was Prime Cup, I would be fuming.
The remaining Pokemon
This is Pika Cup,
3-1.
so I don't care. Like, look at it.
What's this?
Look at that. It did 2 damage.
What'll it
And
do?
we're gonna smack that boy. Now, just smack him with a high jump kick.
Fireworks are flying in this
These
battle.
moves aren't bad. And maybe it's because we're just big dirty cheaters and we've got a really kind of busted team right now.
Lead.
But I'm not bothered at all.
Defense is down.
Is this what it feels like to be on the other side?
Sparks are flying.
If the computer was a
Heat is
person,
back.
is this exactly what they would feel like? I imagine this is what it's like to be the Pokemon Stadium AI. Just feels good to... Oh, look! Leaf Seed again.
What's this?
Connect?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hit.
There we go. Easy. Easy
The
peasy.
crowd's excitement is building
Just
over
stay
this
out
battle.
here. We sap off the HP. We don't explode. And everything's good. This has to be it. This has to be what the AI feels like.
There,
It feels really good.
a savage.
Well,
Self-destruct.
I guess if we're gonna go out, you know what? I'm not even mad about self-destruct.
Down.
I said I didn't want to have a self-destruct,
Down.
because I like my continues. I really like them.
The battle.
But that I don't even care. I don't even care. Tack onto the boom counter. It's the first time we've lost a Pokemon in 3 battles. Cool. Oh, what's that? You've got a team of predominantly fire types? I mean, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, fire types just nuke half my team, so I have to change up who I bring.
Is building.
But then Vaporeon walks out and is like, "Sup? How you doing?" And it's just over.
Now.
It's absolute. Unless Vaporeon explodes again,
A decent hit.
we're good.
It woke up.
Well, that was
Neither one
rude.
is conceding an inch.
I don't get. I don't, and I will never get why that was a mechanic
Evasive.
that was okay in Generation 1.
What
Why
now?
same turn
There,
wakes
it's a hit.
were ever programmed to be a thing.
What a furious
To be
battle.
fair, I feel the same way about Gen 2, where you've got, oh, it's something insane. It's like a minimum 3 turns of sleep
Is it
that
down
you've
now?
got in that game. Like, being able to wake up and
What
attack
will
is
the next
really
Pokemon
cool.
be?
But having your minimum number of sleep turns
it's not
be
fair.
that high bullshit.
Will the type difference affect
It's a maximum of 3 now, which is like just right. I think it's a max of 3. Max 3?
What's that?
Max 4?
Yeah, it's a hit.
I'm pretty sure it's a maximum like 3 turns of sleep. It's very, very easy to predict.
What's this?
But
It's been poisoned.
just, oh man.
Most Pokemon appear
Sleep,
equally fit.
it took sleep like 4 generations to get good. It's so bad in this generation. And I wish it wasn't.
Oh,
Because
it's
dumb stuff like that happens. And then you get Clamp. And then everything's all good. So, you know, I guess not all bad.
Boom!
Oh.
Biting its
Oh.
time.
It's got bide.
It's better
Okay.
than the rest. Both
Um,
Pokemon look ready for
I
more.
really hope this dig does enough. Because otherwise something is about to drop.
Still biding its time.
This is gonna hurt. Come on, coughing.
Dig this.
You wanna come through?
Perfect day.
That is definitely not it.
Flying in
Does
this
Clefairy have enough HP? No, nothing has the HP to take this bide. All right. I'm in a bit of a pickle
Staring each
now.
other down.
Uh-oh. Wait.
It's
Wait.
still biding
Why are
its
you still
time.
biting? You should be over. That's the second turn. Why?
What now? The attack wasn't
Why?
The crowd's excitement is building over
Now the
this
game's making me
hot
look dumb.
battle. It's done enough.
Here we go.
Severe.
Woohoo!
Oh!
Well, you know what? If we're gonna use a Pokemon with Metronome, we might as well use a Pokemon that can actually learn Metronome.
What's that?
Not paralyzed.
Decent hit.
That's all I cared about. She died of poison anyway.
Oh!
Cool beans.
Now,
Its feigning animation is so
There's
good. Like
only one Pokemon
everything about
left to
Ninetales in these games looks so good. Ninetales is just a well put together 3D sprite.
remaining Pokemon stock
I
is
love
2
it
to 1.
so much.
The
It's
tenth
really,
battle
really awesome.
continues. There's the attack.
Hit?
Oh, the
No.
attack failed.
Okay.
What
Okay.
a furious battle.
We're on brand for Metronome now.
What'll it do?
We missed a high damage attack. We've self-destructed. We've gotten a useless stat boosting move when we didn't need it.
The heated battle rages
And
on.
we've gotten a move that didn't KO a Pokemon at like less than 10 HP.
Yeah, it's a hit.
I think that about does it for this episode. I mean, is there anything else that needs to get done? I guess we haven't gotten a multi-hit move that only hit twice. Is that what you gonna do that, Clefairy?
What's this?
Do you want to do that? You want to get like Spike Cannon right now? Sure,
Vigorous attack.
sure.
A savage
I could
hit.
use that. Flat damage move. We haven't seen a flat damage move in a hot minute. So, all right.
And there goes the battle.
Yeah, that's that's how we call it an episode. Vaporeon just like carrying this band of cheaters halfway through the cup. We got 2 continues. I'm having fun. Yeah, it's good for me for the day.